Welcome back to part 5 of the GigCX myth-busting series with me, Chris at Limitless. Welcome back to my sauna. And yes, I have a pair of antlers on my head and it's September. Why? Because I'm going to be talking about Christmas. Now, the myth is that GigCX is a workforce that can only deal with very low volumes, that is only there for planned peaks, and there's no sustainability moving forward. Wrong. So let's just talk a little bit about this period that's about to come up. So there is huge amounts of pent-up spend out there. People are tired of dealing with not being able to socialize with their friends and family. There have been birthdays missed, weddings missed, other events missed where you get to normally buy presents for each other. And also organizations have moved so much of their product lines to be online. They've created new products, new subscriptions. They've entered into new markets. So enormous amounts of pent-up spend. People are tired of not being able to interact with each other, and it's much easier to buy online. So what does that mean to the customer service world? Well, it means that operations are having to plan to dial up their customer service workforce to handle what is going to be a peak. Now, my challenge to anybody is if they're able to predict what this peak's like, then they should be playing the lottery. So what that means is that there's going to be a number of temporary workers recruited, and has fallen off my head, to cope with this demand that's coming up. They need to be identified, they need to be trained, they need to have time to go through to be able to be productive, which is a cost which is sunken, i.e. they're not client facing at that time. The amount of people that's going to be hired is going to be very, very hard to predict. There's going to be huge amounts of volatility. So there's going to be moments where either there's too many people or there's not enough. So you're either going to be incurring additional cost or your service levels might be in breach. And there's going to be an expectation to support more languages as products have moved into other countries. So let me give you the GigCX spin on this. So firstly, you can hire people who are your customers. You can have enormous amounts of flexibility because the workforce is incredibly agile. They grow and shrink based on the demand that comes in without you having to worry about their staff costs. And because of the fact that the organizations have moved their operations to other countries, you can go and hire for the languages that you need in those countries. So much easier than you can to try and build a brick and mortar operation in that country to find the languages. So GigCX is a workforce that has the ability to connect to your customers, huge amounts of flexibility, that can handle 30, 40, 50% of the contacts that you've got coming in the languages you need them to support. So massive trading history coming up, unlike anything we've ever seen before. Now is the time to really consider GigCX for now, and it's not just for Christmas. Thanks very much. Look forward to seeing you next week for next in the GigCX myth busting series. Cheers. Bye.